You're back with the word. We're going to now discuss the royal baby. However, well, first I need to update the listeners on some news that it's broken within the past segment. Apparently, it has come out that the driver of the infamous Spanish train that dramatically crashed bragged on Facebook about going too fast in his train before this crash happened. Also, the country of Tunisia has erupted in protest after the killing of an opposition leader.
He bragged about that?
Because I think they're investigating him now, so they uncovered it. But this is from Huffington Business, United Kingdom. It's entitled "The Royal Baby: Greatest Product Launch Campaign Britain Has Ever Seen?" ? It says, from the mass-market lifestyle brand Clarence House, the brand's PR pixies arranged a year-long campaign incorporating a wedding-based stunt, a boat party, several celebrity world tours, and a much-hyped mystery unveiling. The whole thing is enough to make an old hand like me exhausted, but will it pay off? I think it did pay off in spades. The very specific way that the royal family went about handling the pregnancy, the wedding, and the birth of the baby with the media really increased their credibility, whether that was for good or for bad.
Come on, look, please. You know what? These poor kids were so pressured into having a kid fast, it's not even funny. Because, the queen is old. It's her 60th, it's her diamond jubilee, blah, blah, blah. It's perfect to get it all in the same year. How great is that?
Another story has just broke from the Russian news agency RIA Novosti. And I bring this up not because it's necessarily consequential, but because it is strange. Apparently, a woman in the far eastern Siberian region of Russia is suspected of cooking her baby.
Doesn't surprise me. I mean, there are crazy people everywhere.
And that's awful. Cooking your baby, oh my God. The royal baby would not be roasted, I don't believe.
No, because there would be people that would stop that because she's never alone.
Kate, whatever her title, Duchess, whatever, she wouldn't even have an opportunity to roast her baby.
None. I mean, yes, it's a big money maker, and it's not that the monarchy's making any money from this. The people that are making money are all the private people that are selling all this stuff.
Yeah, that's true. And the media.
That are making and selling it.
Yeah, the media.
The media.
The article goes on to say, following the official launch announcement, Twitter action reached 25,300 tweets per minute. Clarence House kept a handle on the conversation. I don't know. They also arranged supporting tweets from brand-appropriate influencers, including the Daily Mail and the British monarchy. The brand will also be pleased that they have ironed out creases in their social media machine. Their 2011 royal wedding stunt actually received a strikingly negative reception among British tweeters.
What stunt was that? I don't understand what they're talking about. What's the royal wedding stunt?
They're referring to it as a stunt because it's a staged media event.
Oh, please. Come on. Of course it's a staged media event. They're freaking royal.
Just saying, a lot of royals get married under the radar, like ones we don't know about.
Right, but the vast majority of them don't, especially the British royals.
I don't think you can say that at all. There's no way to compare Henry VIII to this. There was no mass media back then. Yeah.
There was just as much then as there is now. That's what I'm saying. Just different kinds of branding.
I guess. I mean, I can agree with you, but I think it's just comparing incompatible situations.
But what I'm comparing is that it's an event. It's not like it's a staged event, no matter how you slice it.
So blah blah blah. This article goes on to say that this organization, Clarence House, has run a PR campaign which stands as a benchmark for taking advantage of a weakened media. Now, with newsrooms collapsing and commentary fracturing across cyberspace, Clarence House has realized the media has a use for the brand values its products offer: pappy nationalism and soft focus shots of brunette women in dresses, aka fluff journalism.
Yeah, but you know what? Fluff journalism is 90% of what's out there now.
I don't think so, but I think it's
newsrooms collapsing? I don't believe that's true. Only print newsrooms. You know, broadcast getting puffier by the day? Absolutely, because fluff.
Well, I would say that it's not just print. I mean, CNN even has closed many world bureaus in the past few decades, or the past decade. So, I mean, many of these news organizations' operations have become much more skeletal. You know, one of the last quotes I want to bring from this, on BBC Breakfast this morning, the Republican, so that means anti-monarchy, campaigner Graham Swift claimed that Visit Britain, which I guess is some organization, predicted a near-zero change in tourism revenues. So, from this, so I would...
People don't visit England to see the royals because they don't ever get to see the royals.
Royal baby enthusiasts like my mother would say that there is a lot of positive economic benefit from all this pomp and circumstance.
Yeah, sure. I mean, look, Americans are watching TV, so the advertisers, have that.
Yeah, I don't even think it's. But when they watch Fox News about the royal baby, that doesn't benefit Britain. But I don't think that any sort of economic claim to the well-being of England justifies this. Yeah.
I don't think there's any significant income from this.
So why do people still try to justify their consumption of the royal baby phenomenon using these hard numbers, or what they think are hard numbers?
Because it's a guilty pleasure and people don't want to admit it.
Yeah, that's what I think. You know what? My problem is not necessarily that people want to learn about royal baby. I think you should learn whatever you want. But people are acting like this is actually important.
You're learning about the royal baby because you want to learn about the royal baby.
Like my mom is basically trying to, and I'm not saying my mom is representative of everyone, but I think she's representative of casual news viewers, And she's trying to pass her interest off as, this is, a very serious economic benefit to England. No, it's not. This is a puff piece.
What it is it's your mom and people like her saying that, I really like this royal baby, but how do I make it sound like I'm not liking the royal baby?
Like this is an academic topic,
I want to like the royal baby, but I feel guilty for liking the royal baby. How do I feel less guilty?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, it's going to bring the economy to England. Yay, go royal baby. That's what it is. It's because, again, we're too intelligent to be happy about the royal baby for any other reason.
Yes. Thank you for saying it.
We're intelligent people. Why would we be happy for people who had a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Let's justify it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I did. It's going to bring in money. Okay, well, we like the kid. I mean, and like I said, I am not calling your mom dumb. I am not calling anybody anything. I am just saying that sometimes in this world, it is easier to justify our guilty pleasures.
I totally agree.
I'm not watching Kim Kardashian because I like Kim Kardashian. I'm watching it as a look into sociological American behavior. That's what it is.
Kim Kardashian is a very significant American these days.
But you understand what I'm saying.
Oh, I totally get it.
If it's a guilty pleasure, I'm going to find a way to justify it.
Well, I totally agree.
I'm watching Honey Boo Boo because I want insight into the world of pageantry. Please. And I am not saying I watch Honey Boo Boo because I don't.
Lies.
But
lies.
Yeah, I don't have TV, so I couldn't watch it if I wanted to. So there. But anyways, that's my point. We will do anything in this world to justify our guilty pleasure.
Well, I have another question that is in that same vein. I don't hear a lot of people, or as many people, attempting to justify their consumption of just average American celebrity culture in terms of economic growth.
Because Americans are dumb.
Well, you just said we're
We
smart
don't
people.
care. No. Your mother is a smart person. The average American is dumb.
Okay.
Okay? And look at what we tend to consume. And that'll tell you right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The average American is dumb. And you know what? Everybody who hates the fact that I say it, write me an email and explain why you're smart. Okay? We have kids that can't tell the difference between Y-O-U-R, Y-O-U-R-E, part of where this comes in.
I kind of feel like there's a certain element of America that's always been like this.
A certain element, and it seems like that element is growing. And it kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier. We have the best collegiate system in the world, but our primary and secondary education sucks.
Yeah.
Every other country in the world, they learn more than one language. Every other country. We don't.
Well, we don't feel, I'm not going to say we don't have to, but we don't feel like we need to because we act as the hegemon in the world.
Yeah, we're America, man. We're cool. We don't need no fucking stinking language. And that's exactly what's the reason that America is eventually going to go down in flames.
Yeah.
Because we act like that.
Well, let me ask you the question.
We act like we are the be-all and end-all of the world.
I think you have good points, but you didn't exactly answer the question, which is, why do people justify this consumption of the royal baby in terms of economic growth, but not celebrities?
The royal baby is not your average celebrity.
Yeah, that's true.
The royal baby is born to this life. And I think that's the other thing. How many times are little girls taught when they're little, you could be a princess when you grow up?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a fairy tale.
That's what we're taught. The fairy tale. The fairy tale is the royalty.
And you know how many times I heard the phrase fairy tale during that effing royal wedding? Like, that's really what they were selling, was a fairy tale.
Absolutely. Because that's what the monarchy is. Everybody knows the monarchy has nothing to do with reality. We are the fairy tale.
Yeah.
And we want the fairy tale.
But I feel like some people take this actually seriously.
There are, like I said, there are some dumbass people out there who do take it seriously. But, hopefully they are not listeners of the word, or if they are, they're learning something every once in a while.
I hope so. I would hope that somebody's learning something from this. But I guess I just don't understand the American enthusiasm about this, because it's like we fought a revolution to rid ourselves of monarchy. Why would we think the royal baby?
That's the point. We have this superiority.
I don't think that that's the attitude out there. I think that people are disconnected from our history as a nation that historically opposed monarchy. I think that people are actually enthralled, and I think they're buying into this whole idea.
No, I do agree with you. I think that that's pretty much what it is. It's the little girl told she could be a princess.
Yeah, it's not like, laughing, because I don't know anybody besides me who personally is actually, I mean, I'm not making fun of them, so it's not even me, but I don't know anybody who's following it who's making fun of them.
No, you're right. I was just kind of goofing around, but that's
that's funny, but
it's the fairy tale.
Yeah.
It's the fairy tale world that we all want to be a part of. We all want to be a prince or a princess and have the money and the coaches and they're built into a legacy like that. I think we are very envious that they have that, and we all secretly want it.
Like, I don't understand why people give them credit for inheriting something.
You're just jealous.
So we've seen major stories such as the porn censorship in the UK break this week, but subsequently they were ignored. So why is the royal baby favored as a news item?
Well, because the royal baby is a happy thing. Nobody can complain that having a new royal baby sucks. That's why. It's that simple.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of a uniting thing.
Nobody can complain about it. There's nothing bad about the child being born. Nothing.
No. Yeah. Well, I think I say bad things about the way the media is obsessed with it.
He was just born.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're totally right. I mean, a lot of people would go to bat for this poor defenseless baby. Who besides me is gonna go to bat for porn? Like,
Hey, I go to Dr. Clarence any day of the week.
Well, that's why you're on the show. Okay, do you think that it hurts the news as a whole for events manufactured by PR firms to report it as news?
News is what we make it to be. We choose what is news.
So
What
it
do you
doesn't.
think about it?
So you're saying that it does not hurt the concept of news?
No, it does not hurt the concept of news.
I mean, that's subjective, you know.
What you can look it up. What is the actual dictionary.com definition of news?
I can tell you what media theorist Michael Parenti and also Steve Postman, Neil Postman, who wrote about these things. Basically, they say exactly what you say. It is the news is, number one, what is reported. Number two, what journalists find significant. Number three, what people find significant. So royal baby is news, basically.
The royal baby is news because we have chosen to make the royal baby news.
I agree with you. Do you think the
It is
news...
news because we chose to make it that.
Do you think the news legitimacy is eroded when the royal baby gets so much coverage?
Oh, no, not at all. I think the legitimacy of news has been eroded because of the nature of the legitimacy of news.
So,
You
yeah.
know, we've had so much BS talked about as news that nobody cares anymore.
I do.
Okay, most people don't care anymore.
And on that note...